So the rain has been relentless, as we've been seeing over the past few days in southeast Queensland. What is the flooding situation like now, and what are the worst affected areas?
Yeah, well, there remains some uncertainty in the movement and timing of this weather system, but the heavy rainfall risk may ease tonight and hopefully tomorrow morning. But the current situation is that we've still got rain falling, and the ground in the Gold Coast area, Scenic Rim, Gold Coast hinterland, is absolutely saturated. So with these continued showers, conditions change very, very quickly, and people have been caught unawares through flooded causeways, the creek systems and the river system. So it's a very much watch and act, have a look at your situation around you, and keep up to date with the weather warnings and the other information that comes through the media in the next 24 hours.
Yeah, your crews have been conducting a number of flood rescues from people who've gone into those tricky situations. Is everyone accounted for, do you know?
Yes, so far the good news is everyone is accounted for. We've had 17 water rescue jobs since 5 a.m. yesterday, which isn't too bad considering the amount of water that we have had. So most of the people are taking heed of our warnings. We did have a complex job last night where we relocated 44 people from a private camping ground in the Gold Coast hinterland. So our swiftwater technicians from the Fire and Rescue Service attended to that job, relocated them, and then they were transported to the evacuation centre at Nerang. So complex matter, but all in all, people are listening to the warnings.
Are you expecting more evacuations to take place today? And we know that roads and highways have been cut by flooding. Are there communities isolated at the moment, and what sort of issues are these road closures creating?
There's a number of roads closed, obviously due to either damage or flooding. There's no evacuations planned. People are probably safer to actually stay in their homes at present and stay off the roads, but there's no evacuations planned. But it's very important that people keep up to date with the road closures, and that's obviously all those information is available on the Transport and Main Roads website.
Do you have any idea about what sort of numbers of homes so far have been impacted by flooding? I guess at this point in time, it's hard to say.
So we have conducted damage assessments. So the damage assessments have been completed on just under 4,000 properties, and so far we think approximately just under 900 homes have been affected in some way, whether it be minor right through to severe or totally demolished. So a large number of homes, just under the 900, and obviously people are in some really difficult situations at the moment. 900
homes, okay. Now, in terms of the rainfall, you said it's going to be easing back overnight tonight and into tomorrow, but getting through today, what is the area of most intense rainfall? Because our meteorologist, Rob Sharp, thinks it's going to be the Sunshine Coast a little bit further north. Is that what you're seeing, and is that the focus of your crews today, the Sunshine Coast, or is it in those areas that have already been experiencing that heavy rain?
Well, we've got obviously operational crews right across the coast from Bundaberg right down to the border. But the major area that we can continue to keep an eye on is that Gold Coast hinterland and also Scenic Rim. There is potential for some further locally intense rainfall, and the soil and ground is just so saturated that any increase in rainfall presents a risk of dangerous situations through flash flooding. And also a lot of the roads in the Gold Coast hinterland are elevated around Mount Tamborine, Binnaburra, O'Reilly, so even landslides can be expected if this rain persists.
Just finally, Kevin, do you need the ADF, or are you handling it okay?
We've got lots of volunteers out on the ground, and obviously there's communications being had between the State Disaster Coordinator and the federal government, and they'll continue this morning.
Okay, Kevin Walsh, thanks so much for the update. Appreciate it.